Hi, guys. I'm not sure anyone's on here tonight, but my family and I had an opportunity to see Mary Poppins Returns tonight, and it was a fantastic movie. We are currently reading, or I'm currently reading, the original Mary Poppins book. And the reason why I wanted to do that is I haven't ever read the actual Mary Poppins series. This is the first book in several that came out. And so I was interested in reading them because I had heard that in the original movie, Mary Poppins, the one that came out years ago with Julie Andrews, I think it was, that played Mary Poppins, she was such a lovely, fun, sweet character. And someone had told me that in the book, the original books that were written by P.L. Travers, that Mary Poppins was not depicted in the book the same way she was depicted in that first movie. So I did a little research and had discovered that several people's opinions of the original Mary Poppins in the P.L. Travers book was that she wasn't really nice. And so I checked the books out from the library with the intention of having my kids read it because I knew that we wanted to go see the movie Mary Poppins Returns. So anyway, to make a long story short, I started the book, and I wouldn't characterize Mary Poppins in the book as mean. I would say her personality, in my opinion, is somewhat curt, but she's not, I don't think she's mean, but she is definitely different from the Mary Poppins in the movie that most people remember with Julie Andrews. So anyway, when we went to see the movie today, I didn't know quite what to expect. I didn't do very much research to find out about the movie because I didn't want any spoilers. I wasn't even sure if this one was going to be a musical, but it was. And so I was pleasantly surprised to see that the new movie that they've just made, Mary Poppins Returns, the actress's personality in Mary Poppins Returns is very similar to the personality of the Mary Poppins in the book. So we watched the movie. We really enjoyed it. It was great. And when we left, one of my daughters said that she really wanted to read the book now because of the movie. So if you get a chance to go see it, I encourage you to do so. We really enjoyed it. And I really encourage you to read the book if you haven't had a chance to read it. If you have read it, and if you have read the Mary Poppins series, I would love to hear your thoughts on that. But it was a lot of fun, and we don't go to the movies often. My kids got gift cards for the movies for Christmas, and so they've been wanting to go see Mary Poppins. So we decided to do it today. We were the only ones in the theater, which made it nice. Because it was quiet, we could sit anywhere we wanted to, and we didn't have any crowds to fight. So most, where we live, because we homeschool, most of the people, all the people in our area that go to public school and private school, I think they're all back in school now. So I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be very crowded, and I was surprised and happy that we were the only ones in the movie theater today. So I give Mary Poppins Returns 2 thumbs up. And I have a soft spot for movies that stick close to the book. And because I felt like her character really depicts the character of the original Mary Poppins, it made me happy to see that. But if you're going to go see it, I would suggest you read the book in its entirety first. I didn't do that. I'm only halfway through the Mary Poppins book. But I'm still getting the hang of, I kept saying, if you watched any of my previous vlogs that I have done, I did a live, I think it was last night, and I kept saying Facebook Live. This is not Facebook, this is YouTube, and I know that, but it was a Freudian slip there. So I'm just trying to get back into the groove of things and back into the YouTube groove after my long Christmas, holiday, New Year's break, and trying to get used to this new phone and trying to decide if I like this camera or not. I'm not sure if the pictures on my vlogs are coming through clear or not. You'll just have to let me know if you're watching in the comments if the picture looks good. And I'm still trying to decide if I want to bite the bullet and get a camera, but I know if I do that, I'm going to have to relearn or learn all of that too and upload it to the laptop and try to get them up on YouTube, and that's a little bit overwhelming for me. I think it's just easy to just click on your phone and come straight on YouTube and do the live stream videos. But Anyway, if you've seen Mary Poppins Returns, I'd love to hear what you think about it. Like I said, we really liked it. We don't go to the movies that often. We're contemplating going to see A Dog's Way Home. One of my daughters today said that that's a book as well. We have not read that book. A friend gave my daughters some of the Anne of Green Gables movies for Christmas, and we have not watched those yet because I want them to read the books first. So if you have seen those movies, I've heard that they're great from multiple people, that they're really good, but I want my girls to read the books before we watch the movies so that we can kind of compare those. So, had a dentist appointment today, and the hygienist that cleaned my teeth the last time I was in, which was 6 months ago, I had recommended a book to her, which she told me that she read and absolutely loved. And then she recommended it to her mom, and her mom loved it. And the name of that book, and I've shared this book in a previous vlog too, it's called Songbirds Are Free. And it's about Mary Neely, who was captured by Indians, and she was from our area where we live. And so a lot of the actual landmarks that are spoken about in that book are local to us, well, about an hour or hour and a half away. So we still haven't made it to those landmarks, but if you haven't read that book, I highly recommend that one. And then she recommended a book too. She wrote it down, and it's in my purse, and I don't have it right here with me, but she recommended it, and I want to read it. And I have never heard of the book before, and I think she said the author's name was Ben Sass. I think he's a senator. Yes, he is a senator. I'm looking at it on my computer right here. But he apparently wrote a book that she highly recommended, and I have the title of that book in my purse, and so I want to read that too. And I'll let you know. I know he wrote a book called Them. She recommended that one, and then another one. And like I said, I have the title. I'll have to get it, but I haven't read it, and I'm not really that familiar with him or any of his work. So if you have read any of his literature, I would love to hear your opinions on that down below in the comments. I'm finding that I have a huge list of books that I want to read this year, and only this much time. So I'm trying to schedule reading time. Most of it is done in the morning before my kids get up, or late at night after my kids go to bed. And so I have to balance that with getting enough sleep. So I would love, like I said in my previous vlog that I did, I'd love to hear your book suggestions, your reading list that you have. We are still working through Weapons of Mass Instruction by John Taylor Gatto with our book club. We meet again at the end of this month, and we're going to try to get back in the swing of that as well. But I'm slowly building my reading list for this year. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. And it's a lot of fun. I'm going to be going through our bookcases soon because we have multiple bookcases, and I'm going to weed through those and pull out books that I don't consider them to be really worthy of taking up shelf space, and try to just condense our bookshelves to literature that we really enjoy, that I think is living history, and books that have worthy messages for my children, or lessons or information that I feel like will stand the test of time. And so I'm going to be weeding through all that soon to make room for a library that I feel like I can pass down to my children and grandchildren and all of those things. So if you have suggestions for that, I would love to hear that down below. So anyway, I'm not going to keep everyone. I know you're probably busy. I'm not even sure if anyone's watching this video. You might not be on here now, but you might find yourself stumbling upon this video at a later time. And if you do, I'm really interested in what you have to say. Tell me if you liked Mary Poppins Returns. Tell me if you like the Mary Poppins series, what you think about the author, and any books that you would suggest for future reading. Have a great night.